Good morning, YouTube. I hope everybody is doing well. Morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. I know you all are coming in. Come on in, come on in. Let me get my little throat warmed up. I got to sing today, y'all, but I'm gonna have to push through because I'm a little hoarse, baby. Mm. So I'm gonna have to push through. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. And even if you're not a father, if you are a mentor or supporter of some young person, happy Father's Day. So, but happy Father's Day today. I actually just got off the phone with my dad, and he is getting ready to go to breakfast with my siblings. But we had a really good conversation. He's still driving and doing his thing at the ripe age of 85. Come on now. So happy Father's Day to my dad, who is still kicking it. So I'm just happy that he's doing him. And we had a good conversation earlier this morning because it's 9:30. I always forget. So we had a good hour conversation. So love my father and has been there, been very supportive. Every play, he was there. Every basketball game. What's up, Popeyes and Jay Parrish? He was there. So every graduation, I don't think my dad missed the graduation. Now, two of the graduations I didn't go to because, I just say stood it in the mail. But when I graduated from NSU for bachelor's, my dad was there. My master's program, dad was there. And when I finished my doctoral program, my mom had, passed away. She passed away in 2005. So in 2007, my dad was there for that. And again, we just talk and really have a good time. So just glad he was there. Also, happy Juneteenth weekend. We know it's Juneteenth weekend. So I want to say, let me tell you something. It's a blessing to have a father and have a father who is very supportive of you, your partner, and those things. And my dad, like I said, he's in his 80s. So he's in his mid 80s and loves me. Let me tell you something. Loves and is proud of me. And that means a lot. That means a lot. So, yeah. So it is a blessing. So, and happy Juneteenth. So Juneteenth, we went to Comanche Park yesterday, and Lenny Braggs, I think, was there. Now, let me tell you why I was mad, y'all. Can I tell you I was mad? How about I found out on Friday that Patti LaBelle and Gladys Knight were in San Antonio. They came in Friday. They did a show. Now they're going to be doing a show today. So Gladys Knight and Patti LaBelle was in concert. Guess how much the tickets were going for on the floor? $49. But because I have other obligations and because I have been paid to sing at this event, I can't go. But Patti LaBelle, Gladys Knight in San Antonio, $49 for the tickets on the floor in front of the stage. Erica Badu was here, but I knew she was here, but I didn't go see her. So I just wanted to give y'all that little heads up. So Gladys Knight and Patti LaBelle are in San Antonio getting ready for their shows. So we did 2 shows at the Majestic Theater in San Antonio. So just wanted to put that out there. Um, you know, I I listened to Reed, the Heart of Philadelphia last night, and I guess her and Chopper's situation has really spilled over. And I don't ever wish death on people. I don't ever deal with people's health statuses and stuff. Um, it's just not enough that you can do to make me go that route. I just, and then, truth be told, I just leave people alone and let people talk. And I guess people need content. I guess people really do need content. But for people like Chopper, I ignore them. Chopper got a lot of, and some of the stuff that Reed said is correct. Chopper has a lot of issues. Now, I don't know about the prostitution and all of that stuff. I really don't. But Chopper has a lot of issues. And I just ignore Chopper and just keep moving. It is nothing that could get me to that point where I'm wishing death on people and that their illness overtakes them, because to me, that's a form of witchcraft. Ain't no different than what Dolby is doing. And that stuff comes back. And we have to really realize what we put out there. Even with my weight loss and hitting the gym and eating right, I'm cognizant now. People can kiki and haha at Rihanna, but definitely encouraging her to lose that weight, and I'm glad she's doing it. Now I've been picked at with my clothing selections as well, but it is what it is. It comes with the territory. But I thought it was just kind of reckless, and I don't have anything against Reed either. But I will never wish death and people illness to overcome them, and I just think it's terrible. And I don't care how much I dislike you, and that's the real. I don't really care how much I dislike you, but Chopper has issues. Chopper has said some things that I said about him that I'm like, are you serious? But I just said, you know what? He's the person to be ignored. And what really gets me is that people get information from him and then they tell on themselves. They tell on themselves. And all of this passing information around. And I really see that people have no power in their real life. So they feel like they have power by hurting others or passing information off about others, because in their real life, they really don't have a lot going on. And this is what they do. And I find that quite sad, because YouTube should be entertainment piece, and once you're done with it, boom. But that when you're on the phone with people in a manner like that and passing information and doing all of that stuff, that says that you don't have anything else going on. So I think that Reed said a lot of stuff that may be true, but the situation far as the death and that's deep. And so, and let me get to Dolby. Dolby, you do what you want to do, sis. And I'm not bothered by you either. I really am not. You're another person, because you're powerless in your real life. You have to do silly stuff, and you have to do silly stunts and pranks and stuff. And again, you're another person who I really don't take seriously. You're another person that, you got a lot of your life on YouTube. And I just think you got issues. You're not out your daughter's apartment because you chose to get out your daughter's apartment. I think your daughter may have found someone, or your daughter didn't want the liability, and she gave you a time frame. And trust me, read my book, gonna get tired of you too. And then you're gonna be talking about her. I just always taken and never given. And so I don't want to ever be at the age of 52 or 53 or however old you are and be couch surfing or living with people because you don't have anything. And you can say whatever you want about me. Even in my struggle, I had options. Even in my struggle, I got my behind out there and did what I had to do. And people was laughing and doing everything, but let me tell you something. I'm still here. Still here. And I mean, you know, Dolby, you might need to think all of that witchcraft and all of that stuff you're doing and wishing stuff on other folk. Maybe, just maybe, that stuff comes back on you. Because I'm gonna tell you, sis, I'm covered by the blood of Jesus. And I'm not talking about the blood of chickens. I'm not talking about the blood of bullocks or lambs. I'm talking about the blood of Jesus. And it can't get through the blood. And I'm gonna leave it right there. So I think what you're saying is really interesting, but desperate means calls for desperate measures. And so I understand that you're desperate and you got a lot of things going on. You have a lot of some unstable things in your family. And don't get me wrong, we all have issues, but some people play their issues out on YouTube and other people just quietly and discreetly deal with them as they're coming along. And I'll leave it at that. You know, Dolby is trying to say that at least me and Vivian, and again, I can't speak for Shelley, but me and Vivian tried to sabotage her event. No one tried to sabotage your event. I just said, Vivian, you know, you need to be careful because Dolby will have you leaving the bag, holding the bag, and making you look guilty. And let me say this, my prophetic word was on point. It was right. It was right. Because had Vivian continued to help you, she may have been in some trouble. Because Dolby, what you didn't tell Vivian that you had an eviction and that you were getting kicked out and you really didn't have a budget for anything because you had legal issues going on. And so Vivian did the right thing. People have paid you money up front, and some of those people haven't gotten their money back. So, you know, you did that. No accountability for Dolby. It's always somebody else. And so no one sabotaged your event. Dolby, you sabotaged your event when you started talking about fish and toilet tissue. The people, I was floored. I was like, is she really doing this? And you almost like Donald Trump. You really can't help. You can't, because you want to do what you got to do and you don't listen. And so, you know, and Dolby, truth be told and quiet be kept, we really wanted to help you because your reputation was already tarnished with that transmission situation and some other lies you've told. So I'm like, you know what? If Dolby is serious about this, then, you know, this would be good. But, oh well, we see what happened. Now, for your cruise that you went on, I was very happy that you went on your cruise. And like you said, you wanted to act like I was against it. No, I said for the mere fact that you were on that ship was good enough for me. That was truly Dolbication. And thank God that the people who went weren't talking mess about you. Let me continue now. Well, no, it ain't nothing bad about Dolby. I'm just calling it like it is. I'm just calling it like it is on this Father's and Juneteenth weekend. So those were a few things that I did see. Now I'm going to say this, Rico, no one has really dealt with you. You were mashing up music and you were doing your own thing. Now you're talking about people who have really not said anything about you. And I'm going to leave you alone because I know you're going through too. But Rico, when people come at you, don't start crying, drinking beer. Because again, people have really backed off of you and allowed you to do your music mashups. Nobody has really been paying you attention. Nobody's really been paying you attention. But I see that you're bringing people names up. So when people strike back and when people slap you out, don't be on there crying, talking about some people jealous. Don't be, because nobody has really said anything about you, Rico. And maybe that's your problem because you need that attention. And maybe that the music mashups ain't doing it for you. And you feel like you got to come back to the B sector. But do not cry when people start coming at you. Because I saw your video and already I'm like, okay. So when you start crying, you know, if you play in dirt, you get dirty. And somebody already got them shoes and them homeless sweats that you've been wearing out there because you was looking mighty rough. You was looking like my life has gone in them streets of New York. You know, you look like you got a little stanch. I'm telling you. So all I'm saying is when people come, because Kelly Love already done shaded the hell out you this morning. Kelly Love is already coming for you. And while you up here talking about folk driving cars, you talking about mother, but mother driving. And you sitting up there walking. And what that was a halter top you had on? Girl, is you stealing? I mean, because baby, that looked like a whole halter top. So all I'm saying, Rico, is when people come at you with that full force, don't get up here crying, drinking 40s and old Englishes and talk about some people bothering you and messing with you because you pick. So I'm just truth be told, you another one that I just don't really deal with no more because you got bigger issues than Jay Wilson. You really do. And so I'm a move on. But when people come, and I'm telling you, when people come and start chopping you, don't cry because you know you the one to cry. You'll talk a big game, but you'll cry. So again, Rico, you were doing good mashing your music. You was up there mashing music and things. I guess that mashing music ain't bringing enough revenue. I guess it ain't getting you enough cigarettes. And let me say this too, Rico, you need to check that cough out. I don't know what's going on with all that coughing. And you hawking stuff up. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Just it ain't sounding healthy. Ain't sounding healthy at all. And it ain't even about your status. It might be about them cigarettes. It may be about that lung capacity. So, you know, you may need to get a renew your New Year's resolution and to cut back from them cigarettes. Because I'm going to tell you what, them cigarettes going to take you out. Now, I ain't trying to be funny, but baby, them cigarettes will take you out. It's one thing when they were hiding the effects of cigarettes, but now we know exactly what those cancer sticks do. And I'm telling you, you cutting your life in half. I'm just saying, them cigarettes ain't nothing to play with. So be careful. Anyway, that ain't no shade real. Happy Father's Day, everybody, and happy Juneteenth. So it's a lot of other stuff going on, but those are the things that I really saw. You know, and wanted to address, and I'm really not upset. I'm just addressing it and just discussing how I feel about the situation. I don't have any hate or malice towards any of these people, but I just know how these people are. They talk a good game, but when the chips are down and when things start happening, thank you. When things start happening, they start crying. And people against them. And let me say this: nobody is jealous. We use that word a lot. Now let me stop. Let me stop right there. Let me roll it right on back. Let me roll it right on back. Let me use an I statement. I am not jealous of anything about it, what anybody got going on YouTube. It's no need to be jealous of anything about what anybody has going on YouTube. I don't. Now, there may be some words to describe me, but jealous ain't one of them. I'm being real. Jealous and all of that, no, absolutely not. Not me. I'm many things, but jealous is not one. So let me be very clear on that. You jealous. I ain't jealous. I ain't jealous of nothing. I ain't jealous of nothing. People talk a lot of noise and stuff. And let me say, whatever people say about me, it is what it is, boo. I mean, I live for it. I relish it. It's YouTube. Now, all I will say is, though, that a lot of people vicariously live through YouTube because they don't have nothing going on in their real life. So, but never need to be jealous of anybody. Let me say this. I give people their props. My babe can sing. Period. Whether we get along or not, I can't deny the woman gift. The woman have a gift. She can sing. I don't need to be petty saying, oh, she sound like, no. If you can sing, you can sing. If people have good reads, they have good reads. I just don't have, it's no jealousy. Everybody has their own lane. Everybody does what they do well. Even if I don't like you, I'm not, like I said, I don't get along with Deanna Irvin, but chick got that little accent and it's funny to me. And when I do listen to her, it's funny. I can give people props and it ain't me kissing up because I still don't have to like you and we still don't have to like each other. But I can give props. I don't like Trout Mouth, but Trout Mouth does work. I can give him that. And as trifling as he can be, and he didn't get into that Onyx Club, he still has a house, and a lot of folk who up there yapping don't have nothing. I can give props. I can give honor what honor is due. I just don't have a problem with that. It's just this jealousy. No. I can't be. Now, can I be angry at some stupid stuff I see? Yeah. But jealous, I'm gonna leave that one. No, I can't do that. That's a little stretch for me. So that's how I look at that. I'm gonna park under this tree, get me some shade. The smart show. The smart show can play. The smart show can sing. And I like the smart show. I ain't jealous. Why I gotta be jealous of the smart show? Because he can do something. I mean, you know, I just think that's silly. And I think that's a lot of problems in the YouTube B sector. If people stop being jealous and work their gifts, they wouldn't have a problem with anybody else. I'm just saying. And so I have not read Rico or these other people, but I'm just really pointing out the obvious. And I saw his video. And again, Kelly Love already done took shots at them shoes, honey. Because them shoes was looking like they weak and they're warm through the storm, through the night. Maybe they would give me precious Lord realness over there. Okay. They was giving me Middle Ages, okay, tease over there. It was giving me Haven for Hope, homeless shelter tease over there. And I'm like, is that a halter top he have on? I'm like, is he sailing again? Jesus. You just gotta pray for folks, child. There's just so much going on. And the problems that they have are so, I can't say minuscule because there is big problems for them. But these folks don't got no mortgage, they don't have no car payment. All they gotta do is just follow the process and get their little SSI check or whatever they get. And they can't even do that. And then bumming for cigarettes and stuff. I'm like, baby, I don't want to be, I don't want to be in my 30s, 40s, and 50s bumming for cigarettes. First of all, you don't need to be smoking. Jesus. Also, let me say this. Somebody sent me something with some red men and some gowns and stuff. Honey, I deleted it. I didn't even want to see it. I didn't even want to see it. I said, let me get on here and move on. Y'all stop sending me stuff. I ain't want to see it. I just deleted it, and I don't know what it was about. All I know, it was in San Francisco, and I did not leave my heart there. And I sure enough, I ain't want to see it. Don't be doing me like that. I don't want to see that. That ain't my ministry. That may be other people's ministry, but that ain't my ministry. So I just want to say that ain't my ministry. I do want to say something else too. You all, this pride thing, first of all, Juneteenth is this weekend. Pride is next weekend. And, you know, I've been watching some stuff and what some people have been saying. And you know what? All I say to you is, if you don't believe that marriage equality, meaning that if I want to marry my partner, I can. You don't believe in same gender or gay relationships. And I like same gender loving because it's deeper, because some people are beyond the gay. Some people are in committed relationships. But if you don't like it, then move on. But you cannot tell me as an American citizen that I shouldn't have certain rights. I pay taxes. Now, if you're going to say that I don't have the right to this, to that, because it's about civil rights to me, I don't really care about how you feel religiously about it, because there is a separation between church and state. So I'm not even going there this morning. But as a citizen, as a tax-paying citizen, as a law-abiding citizen, if I want to leave property to my partner, if I want my partner to be my medical power of attorney, I shouldn't have to fight to do that. That is my right. That has nothing to do with anyone else. Okay? If we want to get married, that is our right. It has nothing to do with you, because I'm not trying to marry you. So I think that people really, really need to be stepping off with this stuff. And I'm telling you now, people try to get really extreme on some things. Let me say this. All of this thing, the first thing they try to do is throw this thing dealing with underage people. I don't agree with that in the LGBTQIA community, but I don't agree with it in the heterosexual community. I don't think male teachers should be dating underage girls, no more than I think that an overage or grown adult female should be taking advantage of a impressionable young man. It goes both ways. So the law is for the lawless. But let me say this, it's been a lot of gay teachers and have partners and have done everything they needed to do. So I just really want to say that today, because I think people got it twisted and they trying to make people crazy or this, just like what they've done to black people. And don't get me wrong, I can't change the color of the skin. I get it. But, you know, I'm not a criminal, and what you believe religiously, that's between you and your God. But far as civil and law is concerned, I am not a second-class citizen. I pay my taxes. I'm a law-abiding citizen, and I deserve my life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness just like everyone else. So that's what I want to say on that. But look, I gotta go. I will talk to y'all later. Peace and love. Y'all take care.